Hello guys! Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to share something that would be of great help to teachers. We know that the trend nowadays is online education, and almost all of us are using the internet. But for those who have never done it before, medyo mahirap and it needs a little effort to make things right. So we have to prepare ourselves to cope with this changing, considering the new normal. So today, I'm going to share some tips to prepare for online teaching. I got this from elearningindustry.com. Napakasimple ng mga tips, but it really makes sense. But before we proceed, I'd like to encourage our viewers to please subscribe to my channel at NevenTV, like, comment, and share it to your friends, and click the notification bell so you will be notified every time may bagong videos tayo. So, are you ready to learn? Let's get started! There are 7 tips to prepare for teaching online. Number 1 tip: plan your classes. Your students are not physically in front of you. In fact, not all of them will be online at the same time, and probably they will be at different time zones. So it is very essential na may planning tayo for a classroom environment, for an online classroom environment. Ano nga ba ang dapat nating i-prepare? First, we must have a syllabus or a learning guide. Ang learning guide will guide our students of the topics to be discussed for the entire semester. Second, materials needed in the class. This will give students an opportunity to see if your online classroom can fit into their needs. Kailangan may mga ready tayong visual materials na pwedeng gamitin while discussing the lesson. And the most important and the biggest thing is, avoid surprises at all costs. I'm talking about pop quiz. Having a pop quiz is different when you are in a physical environment than in an entire or online classroom. Kaya kailangan nakaplan lahat to let your students prepare same as you did. Tip number 2: prepare and master technology. Teaching online requires a certain technical mastery. When we say technical mastery, kailangan hands-on tayo sa computer. But first, you have to invest in the right hardware and software. You need a reliable computer, strong internet connection, and a best platform or a conducive place to meet your needs. Knowing your online classroom will help you make your classroom the best it can be. Tip number 3: set up an adequate working environment. We need a perfect environment and a good amount of self-discipline. With a little planning, we can achieve a successful online education. But how can we achieve this? First, set up a workspace. If possible, the workspace should be intended for work only. It must be friendly and inviting, and also encourage productive work behavior. Secondly, keep the work environment free of distractions like television, members of the family, and household chores. Ibig sabihin, kailangan tahimik o walang nag-iingay when we are having our online class. Third, There is natural lighting. Kailangan maliwanag at maaliwalas ang ating classroom. And lastly, there should be an ergonomic chair if possible, so that it would be easy for you to move or to turn at an angle to another, especially if we want to show something. Tip number 4. Innovate and stimulate discussions. Online classroom runs differently than traditional classroom. So kailangan we initiate and encourage discussions that would go a long way in terms of how our students feel in class. Encourage participation much like you would in the natural setting. There are a variety of ways you can encourage participation, from discussions to posting lectures, assigning reading materials, and monitoring progress. Since you have the working modules, students can work on a planned and in-depth discussions for a week. They will be working with the material in ways that they may not do on their own. This leads your students to get more out of your class more than they do. Tip number 5. Communicate regularly. Maintain a consistent online presence. Ibig sabihin, we have to establish an open line of communication. Kumbaga, naka 24/7 tayo. So dapat stay connected tayo most of the time because communication is essential in online classroom environment. Make sure also that your students know the best methods and times to contact you. Not having a professor physically in front of them can make your students nervous and hesitant. So try to ease this by answering questions in a timely manner and providing plenty of instructions and feedback. Tip number 6. Motivate your students. Everyone learns differently, and motivation plays a big part in the learning process. While some students are self-motivated, others may not be in an online class setting. Assignments that are not required may be skipped by your students, so kailangan we think of ways to motivate them all the time. This may include giving extra points for online discussions or optional assignments. Giving them extra points will encourage them to work better in class. Also, set deadlines. Deadlines may also help push forward the unmotivated students. When you set a deadline for every task, they will be motivated to work and submit earlier, lalo na pag may extra points. And of course, equivalent ratings for an accomplished task. Your goal is to find ways to help your students get the most out of your class without the benefit that a physical presence brings. And tip number 7. Ask for help and feedback. Your students can provide you with valuable feedback that can help move your class forward. You can create a 5 to 10 questions as sort of evaluation. This will help you better improve your strategies in online teaching. Besides your students, you can also seek and connect with other online educators. This is not a comparison, but a way to better improve your strategies. Education is a sharing field, and so these connections could prove valuable to your online educational development. I hope you've learned something new today. So to keep you updated, please continue to follow my channel at NevenTV, like, comment and share, and don't forget to click the notification bell so you will be notified of new videos. Thank you for watching, guys. Stay connected and see you on my next vlog. Bye!